And even then, he's a good laugh.
Here we go.
Good evening, everybody, and here we are doing a stand-in tonight. Our good friend Richard, the Beard Times 16, Richard Bennett. I think as a lot of you will know, he is building a new workshop, and he was putting part of the roof on the day and had a fall. And I think at the moment is at the hospital getting some checks.
So I mean, I've been swapping chats with him. You know, I mean, I have accused him of he's not actually hurt his back. I mean, although he has, but I've not accused him of he's not hurt his back. And really, what he's doing is he's secretly filming "Carry On, Beard 16," where he's taking the role. He's taking the role of Sid James.
Right, I'll bring the guys in. So tonight we've got Dobby the house elf. He's come in. Don't tell him my name, Pike. He's in as well. And I did try to get Jamie, but Jamie at the moment isn't available. So I've got the hairy page. Oh, sorry, it's Jamie Beard. And as you can see, I am W times 32. Usually it's Rich times 16. But I'm faster than him at ordinary speed. So that's why that's there. Okay. Change camera, see if this bloody camera works, and it does. So what we're doing tonight, I've got a piece of silver birch on the lathe, and I've lost my inch tape. Anyway, it's round. It's about 10 inches by about 2.5, maybe. I'll just get on, do some turning, and the guys can let me know what's going on in the chat.
Okie doke. Shall I do the honours, boys, girls?
That's like a plan, mate.
All right. So out in the chat, we appear to have the singularly lovely Alex Lambie, the absolutely stunning Andy H, the quite tasty Barry Chitty, the wonderfully Barry's in the shed, the beautiful, the slightly dead man, David J. Heath, who I don't know, and I've run out of things to go. We've got the Douglas Mungham, Joe the Fresh Turner, Idea Wood Tunning, the one and only Have You Seen Her, Jennifer's Craft and Creations, John S. Cassie, Nick Castle, Richard Phelan, Robert Dolman, Turnage Dubois. We have some chap called Wayne the Wood Turner. We have Wood Wizardly by Colin. We had a couple of names pop in there, I think. We'd Don McKee, we'd Ronnie pop in, and they're coming in thick and fast now. So let's just go back to the proper chat and grab them as they come in. Hello, lovely people. Oh, Christina Michael's in.
David Vaughan's in. Hi, David.
You have 38 watching.
Excellent. Thanks for coming along, guys. I know I'll put this out fairly quick, but...
John Gafforo's in. Paul Houghton is in. Kevin Hill's in. So
Right, that looks incredibly like one of those large pieces of cheese they roll down them hills.
Edam, Baby Bell.
Ronnie Hutchbo's in. Hi, Ronnie.
I said Ronnie earlier. Oh, listening again.
Now, is it Ronnie earlier, or is it Ronnie Hutchbo?
It's both.
Make your mind up.
It's both. Absolutely both. Gav's in from Today Woodwork.
Right, I thought with this, seeing as how bit of short notice doing this, I'd just turn it and burn it. So that's what we're going to be doing.
Steve Ash
is in.
Yes, he says he's not really here. He's somewhere else, but he's not exactly sure where. But he's definitely there.
Copperell Woodturning's in. Hi, Copperell.
Good evening, or good morning.
Twisted Pete's in from Pete from Twisted Trees.
And he's asking, is Baz in?
Nah, Baz is not in. No, Baz is not in. Lawrence Bajida's in.
Hi, Lawrence.
So, the question that remains extant is why do you have that wig? young hairy Jamie. Oh, got a question?
That wig is one of a few little wigs and props that have kind of accumulated over the years. Usually to make the kids and the missus laugh, but that came along because a few years ago, my wife and myself went to a fancy dress party at Halloween, and she did Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And
Really?
that was the wig she wore, and it's kind of hung around like a bad smell ever since. I love it.
We need to return to that as a comedy classic. But there's a question for you, Wayne. Is Wayne on tomorrow night also?
Yes, he is. Wayne is doing his usual spot tomorrow. He's also on Friday lunchtime. He's also on Saturday on the virtual crafty weekend, and he will have a video out on Sunday as well.
Oh God, that Wayne!
You're getting 8 days of Wayne the Woodturner. Turners Dubois says, if you say Bernie 3 times, Baz will appear. Sort of like Beetlejuice.
Okay, Bernie.
David Nichols then?
Come on, Baz. Don't let me down now.
Message him. SK Crafts is in, young Steve.
Steve, how you doing?
Hi, Steve.
How are you very itchy today, Steve? I mean, how did the installation go? Brian from Hartwood Tunnels in.
The horse whisperer himself.
Are you watching this from your tracker, Brian?
Tracker.
Douglas Manningham says, Dale, could you please let everyone know I will try to put some very important information about a scam, please. Okay? Dale on woodchucks. Woodchucks? Not sure where you're going with that one, mate, but I look forward to being enlightened. Gerald, the French tunnel, says, bummer, I've had a big decision to make, Wayne, at the same time of the qualifier for the 2020 World Cup. Peter, the Parkwood Turner's in.
Hey, Peter.
There's no competition there. If it's only a qualifier, I won't worry about it. Derek Brightwell's in as well. Good evening, Derek.
Young SK Crafts is saying, looked like a snowman by the end of the day. Good news, only another 60 sheets to go.
Ooh, I'd have wanted them all done in one day just so I hadn't got to do it again. Don't forget, Steve, cold shower, then hot shower.
I don't think that's getting to do with insulation, though, Steve. I think that's a general piece of advice he's offering. Mark at the Garden Workshop is in. Good evening, all.
Ooh.
Hiya, Mark.
That looked like that was getting a bit warm then.
If a marker mark could make a mark, what would the mark be that the marker mark made? Marked. Yeah, marker mark marked. There we go. Don't know where that came from.
A gaggle of marks.
Oh, no. Inside void, outside void, outside void. Okay.
Oh, Steve's only copped out, isn't he? He's
only on the
fiberglass.
Kingspan.
Doesn't quite have the same effect.
Nonetheless, it's still a fair old lick of work. Gerald the French Tunnel said, it is important when your team is the world champion, then again, another decision Friday night, Battle of the Makers, France versus Scotland. Well, I can honestly say, because it's the wrong shape of ball, I won't be watching France versus Scotland.
Daniel Tournage Dubois says, I think it most effective if Mark will mark with their mark on the mark.
Okay.
Mark you, if Mark and Mark made a mark on that mark, which mark was one mark and which mark was Mark?
Guys, I have one thing to say and one thing only, and that is I believe you've all overstepped the mark. Sorry.
That was almost a closure. I'm not done yet. I'm just limbering up. Wayne.
Yeah.
Wayne, there was a small leprechaun running around behind you trying to steal the tools. You better have a look around, see if he's hiding under the bench. Because you've got plenty of time, obviously, because, you're nearly done on this side.
Well, I've still got to burn it yet and do some finishing.
Bernie.
It's only 8:10, man.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
You've only been live for 10 minutes. And you've already done more than I can do in an hour.
Just to say to Douglas, that scam's been going around for years, mate.
Which scam is it?
It's the one where they phone you and tell you that your money hasn't been paid for your phone bill.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's ages old, that is, mate.
It's always good to remind people, though, but yeah, it's that's been doing the rounds for a while.
Bernie.
yeah. I'm not even sanding this.
Bazza. You'll be missing this. I'm amazed he can't smell it from wherever he is and be here.
I think he can. I think what he's doing is right now you've got a scene from the closing scene from the episode of the Monty Python where it's a Spanish Inquisition, and right now he's rushing to get back here with the music kind of going.
No one expects the real simple things, Barry.
Emma the Mum of Dragons is in.
She says, I heard Bernie was making an appearance. Young Steve Ash is saying, question. Wayne, have you heard about the Beads of Courage boxes?
Yes, I have. That's an American thing.
CDA wood turnings in as well.
Young CDA, how are you, sir? How are you?
Evening, Dan.
Pete from Twisted Tree says his standard response to that phone call is to tell him on the phone that he doesn't have a phone.
The best response to have is if you suspect that someone who's giving you a scam and they mention, you say, "Oh, can I speak to the account holder, please?" You simply say, "Sure. Which address are you trying to reach?" Okay, can you give me the second name of the account holder you're trying to find? There we go. Sniff, I smell Bernie. See, told you it was looking. All hail the wood turner. What grade of metal are all the types of turning tools, please, so as to slow Wayne down?
Oh my god.
We go high-speed steel, M42,
M2.
Look.
Then you've got the ones that Doug Thompson uses. You've got mild steel they don't cut very well.
1080.
Carbon steel.
Phased plasma rifle and the 40 megawatt range.
Sapphire and steel. Oh no, that's
Sapphire and
I
steel.
like that. Before we go on to Mark's question, the one that kind of crosses my mind is, you do realize that, some of those tools are the answer to everything. The ones that are M42. Obviously 42 is the answer to life, the universe. Now.
Correct.
So that's the only tool you need.
That is a great observation that we all missed there.
It's a question for Mark. Is green hornbeam okay for the piece you have shown us last night? My brother-in-law cut some branches for me. # just saying.
Can't see why it wouldn't be.
Yeah, green anything.
Apart from
well, that's a good point.
As long as it's wet.
Yep.
It'll work.
Josina's in. Hi, Joe.
It's a good point there from Pete from Twisted Trees. It says bronze, Wayne. Bronze if you go back to the start of your turning. Emma says, my favourite line is, sorry you've reached the secure line. This call is being traced. Please state your business. And they hang up really quickly.
I do like to say to them, I'm terribly sorry, but I don't speak English.
I usually tell them to, well, I'll not swear.
Go away. That's what you were trying to say, isn't it, Wayne?
Yeah.
Hello, Joe. Hodgepodge, what's in?
Oh, Robert.
Hello, Harry.
Hiya, Hodge.
Hello, Robert.
Lewis is in. Hi, Lewis.
This thing is cracking all over the place. Do I care? No.
Get cracking, Wayne. Get cracking.
Marvellous.
Simply
Burnett
marvellous.
Wood, says Emma.
Hi, Lewis.
Lewis.
How's it go? What's he used to say, old Inspector Morse? Lewis!
That's what I was trying to get to, but I couldn't get it. Just couldn't remember how he sounded.
Hilarious sound.
Hands that. Oh, that's the wrong one. If it wasn't for your drilling, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary, because you would have to son behind. And that would be a catastrophe if it wasn't for you. You better keep your hands on your drilly. I can't remember.
Almost. I know what you almost did then.
There's a sweary version of that, folks, which I regularly forget. Isn't the real word? Isn't the words I'm supposed to use?
Yeah, there's a clean version and a not clean version.
And you guys nearly got Mark at the Jenny who says, my ears, mate. You should try being in my head. Yet came up with it. I stand back in horror and look at myself, going, no, Mr. Dale, no. Language,
No.
Timothy.
No, Mr. Dale, I expect you to produce the clean version.
Hodgepodge has got to go. See you later, Robert.
See you, Robert.
Bye, Harry. Bye, Robert.
Language, Timothy.
Jen reckons she's on the Dren. So I can be responsible. So I'm on the Gen, so I can be responsible for. And then she gives us a number of dots.
There's a very dramatic pause there.
Good job, Caitlin's not in, says Wood Wizardry by Colin. Country Wood Girl's in.
Oh, good evening. How are you doing? If anybody hasn't checked out Country Wood Girls' YouTube channel, go across and do it. Excellent cabinet maker.
Folks, if you really like what Wayne's doing, please hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and give that notification bell a ring. Gerald the French Woodturner, however, says, all hail the Wood Jedi! What bit was on Drilly that he uses?
I'll just show you, because I'm going to be using it again. It's a brass wire brush.
We need a barbershop quartet for the Yorkshire Grit song when it comes up.
David Millar's in. Hey, David.
Jamie Page is backstage, Mr. Wayne.
Oh, Shugs took his beard off. Hang on, wait till Shug puts his beard back on. Then we're going to have two Jamies in the room.
Twins.
Wait till he gets his hat on. He's lost his hat.
Oh, you need a white hat, Shug.
Oh, I ain't got one.
You look like a young Mark now.
I don't know what mic you're on, Jamie, but it's really wonderfully in the room type mic.
Alright, let me have a look. I'm on the snowball. Let me change that over.
I believe you may be an error there, so have a poke. What the saying goes? That's a bit wacky. Oh, Andy Linnelli's in from Posh Firewood Green. I'm not sure we're not sure we're going, but Chris Nunn's in.
Is that better?
Much better. Emma says this, and I think she says this with conviction. She says, "Beardy weirdies."
Yes. I
resemble that
you
remark.
are correct there, and I felt left out. I was pressured into it, Emma. I'm really.
Young Tony Dubois says, looks like a sketchy crew, Wayne.
We had to really twist your arm, Huey.
It's heart attack. It's heart attack. It's heart attack.
Don't know. Depends how much more junk food I have. Maybe an heart attack.
Yeah,
Is it an heart attack?
Sounds like crack attack.
No. I don't want any crackers. No. Question: any news on how Rich is doing? Not heard anything in a little while, Emma. The last time, I believe he was attempting to chat up nurses while wearing a mask. Not sure how that's gone.
Because he wouldn't get away with it if he took the mask off.
I
think he wanted to invade the hospital.
Natalia is in. Hi, Natalia.
Nothing. Not a thing.
How's it go? Ooh, matron.
No, that was it. It just struck me it was a carry-on movie. Oh.
Definitely.
That was...
So, let it be known, if you can believe it or not, Matt from Wacky Works, Woodshop, has actually convinced me to talk in my Lex video.
I don't believe you. Don't do that, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
There's still music in there, but there's some really funny bits in there.
Yeah,
there's some really funny bits in there.
Don't fix what ain't broke. That's what I'm going to say there.
Welsh Terry's in. Oh, no, tell a lie. TFT Tunning. Sorry, tell a lie. TFT Tunning. My apologies.
Hi, Tim.
It could have been Welsh Terry.
Oh, so I just took a glance at it the wrong way and didn't see the F was... I read a J rather than an F that was actually there. My apologies, Tim. Young Emma says, as long as you don't sing it, it's okay.
No. I've still got music in there.
How you doing, Bill?
Still got better music than Wayne in there. Definitely got better music than Mark.
You got better music than me. Ha, ha, ha.
In your opinion.
Ha, ha, ha.
Let it be known, Jamie has got taste in music. It's just all bad.
Good.
I feel at Maker Central, these two should have a dance off.
I agree. Mind you, Wayne would be too busy tap dancing, or would he be stomping his feet because he'd be paying out too much for Caitlin's drinks? By the end of the night, I'll be singing "I'm Still Standing" whilst Wayne is lying on the floor drunk.
I did not bad to hit the last one.
It could be worse. You could be singing "I'm Still Standing."
I'm still standing. Yeah, there you go.
I'm still standing.
I'm still standing.
Yeah.
You know the lyrics to this. I don't.
Highway to the sanding zone.
Yeah, but it's a white brush instead. Look, we're really definitely opening up a resume here.
We need another Billy one.
Wayne used to sandal his balls. Drilly's been on strike.
The thing is, if that Drilly goes on strike, I've always got another one.
Oh, that's pressure, Drilly. That's pressure.
Shouldn't have said that out loud, Wayne.
Inside
voice, outside voice, Wayne.
Benjamin says, let it be known, ham and pineapple pizza is all right, says Benjamin.
No, it's not.
And very
Go stand in the
controversial. Very controversial. No, Ben, come stand with me, sir.
Yeah.
You and I.
I don't think it's bad.
I'll tell you what, you can stand here as well, because I make Jane ham and pineapple pizza every Saturday night.
Definitely.
I don't think pizza's bad. It's not my preference.
You're all wrong.
Mark, I think you should go and build a small fort in the corner because you're being outnumbered.
Right, Mark, what is wrong with pineapple on a pizza?
Yeah.
Fruit. You put fruit on a pizza.
What is tomato, Mark?
Yeah. But hold on.
What is tomato?
It's a fruit.
Even more importantly
It's a
than
fruit.
that.
So use green pesto instead.
Apple sauce on your pork, Mark. Come on. Yeah, there's a place for fruit. Yeah, trust me.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you.
Daniel, it's okay, sir. We realize that you're a lovely person and you're reaching out to help a friend. You know, Brickhouse says from Brickhouse Craft Works to say, but tomatoes are fruit. You know, you put
Yes,
anything on a
green-
pizza.
Green
there you
pesto
go.
Jennifer
instead.
Crafton Grayson. Jennifer
Says,
says
"I
she
like
likes pineapple.
pizza." That's it.
Jennifer, we always knew we liked you. Always knew it. You just
Right
confirmed
then.
it as a lady of taste and culture.
TFT Turning says there's a place for fruit, but it ain't with me. Come on, applesauce and pork and stuffing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Man has a point. Meatballs, IKEA, meatballs, cranberry. Yep. Just
Yes,
oh, hello. We're going all purple over here.
Turkey, yeah.
We're going purple over here, folks.
Very
We're going purple.
nice.
Oh,
Very Scottish. Aye.
I don't know if I've got the
Scottish.
purple one. I've got the green
Very
one.
Scottish. The only word that rhymes with purple and is spelt nearly the same, obviously, apart from the P, is purple. Purple.
purple. It's what you do the next day after a lot of fizzy pop.
No, purple is an actual word
Not
used
the
mainly
purple.
used mainly by Scottish people,
Mhm.
and it's to do with walking.
Oh,
Oh, I thought it was when they were just pronouncing, that band that did all the young dudes. Not the purple.
I
What,
thought
the
it was the
purple?
swear word.
Oh no, it's a noun. An impediment similar to a limp. After he sprained his ankle, he
If you
walked with a
listen,
herbal.
you can.
There you go. You see.
Listen, people. If you hear that, you'll hear gut to Google
So
whisper the marks
it
here.
goes along with a curse word then.
Douglas Mungham has a point. He says, Dale, would you eat kippers with custard? The answer's no, Douglas, because I don't like kippers.
What's kippers with custard got to do with fruit?
Yeah,
Not
that's
sure,
the thing.
But
Yeah.
we can probably say no, I'm not a fan of kippers.
I'd have the kippers gladly, and I'd have the custard gladly, but together, no.
Nah.
Nah.
Do you know what? I have no idea how that would taste. I'm certainly not about to try because I don't like kippers. I like custard, though. Now, if you said custard and sausages, I might have gone, yeah, I'll give that a punt.
I like custard.
Square sausages, though.
I'm thinking hot
Oh,
dogs,
yeah.
personally, but there we are.
What about the people that put dip their fries in their milkshakes?
No.
Those are what we call weirdos.
Those.
Yeah, I've said that to Vicky all the time, and she still does it.
Benjamin says the purple is very Cadbury's. Harry and Robert are back. All right, back to watching wood turning.
I'm gonna have to use a.
Emma says
Web brass
apricots
pad
are
on
used
this.
in loads of savoury dishes.
Yes, they are. I use fruit quite a lot in the curries that I cook.
Yeah, so does Mrs.
Lewis.
K.
Nice.
Lewis says this is a bizarre chat. You
Very.
ain't seen nothing yet.
Very,
feel
Lewis.
Overdrive coming on.
This is
One
bizarre,
of
Lewis.
them
My
ain't
God.
Baked beans straight out of the tin.
What?
Baked beans straight out of the tin.
Oh
That's
yes.
that's a staple. That's a staple of normal growing up as a student and as a grown man who can't be asked making something.
Right, I'm going to put another. I made a mistake there and tried to polish the purple using paper, and it got stuck into all of the grain.
Did you make
Should
a
have known
blurple?
better. I made a blurple.
There was a purple turtle who had a hurple. His friends out said, "Do you hurtle?"
I can feel
Should have
that
been
you're
a tortoise.
straining for that one.
Should have been a tortoise, I think. But you can get the idea of the turtle.
I think you're straining for that one a bit
Turtle,
there, Dale.
hurtle,
A bit
hurple,
like a turtle popping its head
purple.
out.
Yeah, that's close enough. That's already looking lush, Wayne. You can really see
Yeah,
that
it's
shine
nice.
starting to build up.
That's better.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
You could have done a green one for Paddy's Day.
I could have done.
Wizardry. Wizardry by Colin
If
says.
only Rich hurt himself a few days earlier.
Right, I'm not going to put any. I'm not going to put any Hampshire Sheen finishing wax on this because it'll get into all the little bits, and when it dries, it'll go white.
Go away.
Couple of odd ones out in the chat. Ambrosia Devon custard straight from the tin.
Oh, that's good.
And
rice pudding.
David Nicol is saying oatmeal with jalapenos and peanut butter.
What?
Okay, and you're calling us weird?
Jalapenos.
I've had peanut butter and lettuce sandwiches.
Emma says,
Emma, go on, Mark.
Emma says she loves pate sandwiches dipped in blackcurrant yogurt. What?
Emma, you're a wrong un.
What?
You are a wrong un.
Yeah, but we met Emma last year. We know fine Welsh is a wrong one.
Do we?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
true.
I suppose.
Yeah.
You'd
I
like
met her
one.
husband. I knew then.
Doug Mellon saying strawberry jam and sausage biscuits. Now, is it an American definition of the term biscuit, or is it a British term biscuit?
Sausage biscuits?
Yeah, what they do in America, they make scones, and then they mush up all the sausages with a gravy and pour it over the top of the scones.
Yeah, quite.
Yeah,
And
but they
the
don't have
extra
proper
turning
gravy,
says
do they?
peanut butter and Marmite.
That works. Peanut butter and Marmite works.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
That Marmite actually brought out a peanut butter and Marmite, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah, they did.
And it's
It didn't
disgusting.
work.
Lads,
They had to
lads,
withdraw it though.
this year, Marmite brought out a Marmite Easter egg. No. Just no.
Well, Marmite chocolate.
That's what you do when you're
I
completely...
don't like
They had to-
Marmite, but I like Twiglets.
Ideal wood turning and radar wood turners in.
Look at that. McDonald's breakfast, sausage and pancakes with Maple Tree Studios syrup. I can get behind that.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Definitely.
Not
like
sure what Maple Tree Studios syrup would contain, though. Possibly almost as disturbing as beer juice. But there we are.
Scroll sawdust.
Hot beans with a little bit of butter and Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, that sounds quite acceptable.
Get an American
No.
to say Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire.
How do we feel about Marmite Jaffa cakes?
Oh,
No.
disgusting.
No.
Anyone? Anyone from
No.
Marmite Jaffa cakes?
No, I wouldn't even try it. No.
No,
Marmite's alright when it's really thin.
No.
yeah.
Marmite's all right when it's
Not a
in
lot.
someone else's cupboard. No. Martin at Woody's Creation says a couple of Mars bars and sawdust. That's pretty much of a regular staple.
Johnny Dubois suggesting Reese's. Frozen Reese's. Yum. Gerald the French Turner, a gentleman who may not have English as his first language, is just say lean parents. It's much easier to say than Worcestershire sauce.
Hold on here. Joe
There
Joe
you go.
put in the comments, Glyn puts butter in. And then a little bit further down, Emma says, in where, Joe? With a surprised face. What was that, Phil? Last Tango. Say no more. Deep fried Toblerone.
Welsh Terry's
Now
in.
Terry's in. Hello, Terry.
Hello, Welsh Terry. How is it?
Isn't it?
Isn't it for you?
Lovely coat is that jacket.
Have you got your football boots, boy?
Nice shoes
So
are those boots.
you have 84 watching, Wayne.
Yes,
folks, if you really like what Wayne's doing, please hit that thumbs up. if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and give that notification bell a good old ring. If you're really enjoying Wayne's work, up at the top of the chat, we have pinned Buy Wayne Wine. Buy Wayne a Wine. That might actually be a little tongue twister in itself after a few wines. Buy them in if you really enjoy what he's doing. I mean, Wayne puts these shows on, you know, I mean, at no expense to you. Please consider buying the man a coffee.
Hodgepodge would like to know what the hell is Marmite.
It's a yeast extract.
Well, I can answer that.
Yeast
No, I can answer
extract.
that. Let me answer it. I think I'll answer it better. What it is the seepage from public lavatories, scraped up, mixed with the finest drippings from a cow's bottom, put into a tiny little jar and charged. It seems to me. Mark, of course, ruins the gag by typing into them, but that's what to go with it. It's public toilet seepage in a jar.
I typed it well before you started speaking.
It's actually advertised over here as Marmite. You either love it or hate it, because it is.
Yes.
It's you would either
Disgusting.
stoop to those levels, or like the rest of us just go no.
It's disgusting.
I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but is it what the Australians call Vegemite?
Yeah,
No.
that's the same thing.
Is it? I thought it was different to that.
Like
Has Marmite
a
not got
song
beef
from
in it?
Down
then?
Under. A Vegemite sandwich.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, Emma.
No way, Mum. You see, a Jaffa cake is effectively a stolen and shrunken kid's rusk with chocolate on one side. That's really all you need to think about. It's taking the food out of mouths of babes. That's what Jaffa cakes are.
And Jamie says Marmite or Bovril.
Bovril.
Bovril any day of the week.
Bovril.
Oh, you see,
Definitely.
Bovril is a beef extract,
Yeah, cup of meat.
whereas Marmite is vegetable.
Where Marmite is public toilet seepage.
Daniel says, I think I would rather eat the south end of a northbound donkey.
I see. Apparently, you're quite close to Lewis, the Klondike Craftsman. I mean, he's getting quite frightened out in the chat. He's saying Wayne is very, very close. You know, he could be doing an impression of David Attenborough in here. In the Woodtunner's Cave, we're looking for the class book. The class book can often be found in these caves.
Here we see the Casper in its natural environment, surrounded by wood shavings and spinning articles. If you stick really quietly, you may actually experience some colouring. That's some good shaving coming off there, though.
Douglas Mungham says, JP, my missus puts butter and Marmite on rusks.
Nah. Ugh.
Steve Ellis says, Marmite and cucumber sarnies, to which Emma replied, yum, Steve.
Jamie, to that
Yeah.
last one,
Oh.
butter and Marmite on rusks. I'd rather eat deep fried insects.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not
Funny you should say
Vegemite.
that.
It's not Vegemite. It's WC seepings. Dave
Funny you
Brightwell
should
says
say
he
that.
loves. Dave Brightwell says he loves public toilet seepage on his toast. I mean, Marmite on his toast.
Glenn's in. Hi, Glenn.
Hello, Glenn.
Hey,
Hello,
Glenn, how
Glenn.
is it, mate?
You can only see.
Glenn, Joe was just explaining to us that you like to put butter in.
Oh my! I think.
Grease me up.
I think. Oh, I don't know what to think.
I'm leaving it at that. Let's see the shenanigans unfurl.
Can we get?
Apparently, Hodgepodge has eaten fried insects.
I could see that.
You got some.
Didn't you
Jamie has
bring-
challenged me to eat some. So there may be a
Didn't you-
live coming where I eat them.
Jamie, didn't you bring a chocolate scorpion back for the Beard 16?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, but that had chocolate on it. This has got nothing on it, not even salt. Oh my God.
Over the lips, past the gums, look out stomach, here it comes.
Just to give you some idea, that's what they sound like.
Gerald the French Turner says, I was born in Madagascar. I like to move it. And young Gerald the French Turner ain't growled locust. I now have an image, Gerald, of you as King Julian from Madagascar. I don't think I'll ever leave me. Oh, chocolate coated crickets, says Steve Ellis.
Yeah. Chocolate coating. That sounds to me like a bit of a get out. Mine aren't chocolate coated and I'm going to have to eat them.
All hail the Wood Jedi. It was great to see Ruby on Mark's live. How would you rate her on the list of great turners? Provocative.
Right up there.
Yeah,
Provocative.
right up there. I don't know if anybody saw the video she put out today on Facebook, but there was some of her work at is it King's Tools?
Yep.
She's got a showcase there. She made this video a couple of years ago, but put it out. Some of the work she does is absolutely amazing.
Wayne, can I just stop you there, mate?
Yeah.
You've done it. 3,500.
Oh my life!
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Well done.
Right, tomorrow night.
Is that how many years he's been on this earth?
Come on, Jamie. Right, so whatever I turn tomorrow night, which I think I'm doing a bit of gilding on, that'll be the giveaway.
Sweet.
Cool.
Nice.
Yep. So that worked. We slowed you down a bit by subscribing. Folks, if you want to slow Wayne down some more, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And hit that thumbs up.
Well done, Wayne.
Cheers, everybody.
Well done.
Is this a practice piece then today, Wayne? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So after tomorrow's live, if you go and unsubscribe and then resubscribe, you're do another giveaway.
PF turning Barry Fisher's in.
Sebastian
Sebastian
offers in.
I noticed
Seb.
Wayne's shoulders bouncing a bit there.
There you go, Dale. Dale, there's one for you, mate, because you're good with pronunciation.
Which one?
Is it Sebastian Alsenhofer?
Mark already said it. Mark already said it.
Oh, that's all right. And I'm going to say, because I'll probably just...
The other one's even better. Sayakoni and Jojo.
Okay. I'm going to leave that to you.
I might do a funnel tomorrow night.
Hey!
Woohoo! Oh, yes.
Do we need to borrow Steve's depth gauge for you?
Or Jamie.
No, I'll come out the workshop tomorrow and make one like Mark's.
Yeah. Yeah. They're great at making funnels.
Are we keeping you up, Mark?
Yeah.
Saying that, Wayne, Dale's got a great hammer that works for making funnels as well.
Yeah, he has, yeah.
I've still got that bowl. Do you know that? The one with the tape at the bottom after. So Wayne, for folks that don't know, Wayne was here at a barbecue. He turned a bowl, a very thin bowl, to which Jamie took offence that he didn't get through the bottom of it, so he stuck a hammer through it.
Wayne, Gav's today's got a serious question. He's asking, when you turn, why do you use an arc with the end of the tool?
Right, okay.
Because it reminds him when he carried the Ark of the Covenant.
Right, you tend to get a better cut if you start off. I've got the flute for my direction pointing at around about 2 o'clock there, and you tend to get a better cut if you start off at the center point, then go up, so you produce an arc, and then come back down to finish right on the center. It tends to produce a better cut.
Make an arc? I know a guy.
We're being shouted at by Emma. Emma, I'm sorry. When Emma said, "So, what wood is it?" I think that was the second time she asked it.
What's what?
What wood is it?
Oh, what is it? Looking at it now, I thought it was silver birch, but I'm starting to think it's cherry now. It looks more like cherry than silver birch.
Aye. TFT Tunnel says, I hope that was a can of Iron Brew. Sadly not. It's a can of Strongbow Cloudy Apple Cider.
And if it was Iron Brew, please be the full fat version.
Well, they're going back to the original recipe.
Yeah,
1901. The 1901. Aye.
So that guy in Scotland, that guy up here in Scotland, who stored all of the original recipe iron brew he could buy up in his loft, wasted his time.
Sort of bearded woodworker set. We're going to check out, folks. If you haven't already, try subscribing to some of the lovely people who are in this chat. Many of us, are struggling to achieve the giddy heights of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and 7,000. It really, really would help each other if we just reach out, subscribe if you like their work, hit the notification button. But in case you don't want to do that, you could always subscribe to Wayne, hit that notification button, give that thumbs up a good twang. And if you really, really like the man's work, you could reach out to the link pinned to the top of the chat, click it, and buy the man a wine for saying thank you for all the effort and entertainment he gives us over the many, many days he is turning this week.
Copper Owl's asking, how thin is the bowl, please, Wayne?
At the moment, looking at it, it's around about 1/8 of an inch, around about 3 mil.
Just a quick plug for this Sunday as well, Wayne. We've got Errol Jones from Dreadnought Woodshop on the show, on the podcast.
That's Makers International Podcast.
Yeah, Makers International Podcast.
We are back to 9:30 on Sunday. Yeah. Because our clocks go forward at 1 o'clock on Sunday morning.
Yep. And the day before that, we've obviously got the Virtual Craft Festival on the 27th, starting at 9 a.m. UK time over on my channel. So that's going to be a fun day of 16 crafters going throughout the day, ending at 12 a.m. Over in the States with Cole Jacobson. So I'll just quickly run through this. So it's got me, Steve from SK Crafts, Brian at Hotwood Turning, Dale over at the Maple Tree Studios, Al's Hat Shack, Heidi Jacobs at Whitehall Pottery, Costas Anarchus, Wayne of the Wood Turners, who you're watching now, Andy Hill of AH Bespoke, Hodgepodge Woodwork, isn't it? Or Wood Turning? I forget. Harry's going to be doing it anyway. Jake Thompson's going to be doing some resin stuff. Art of Fire wood glass blowing. We've got the lads there, which is Andy Berkey, Chris Cute, and Franco Noce doing some cooking. Braxton Worthling, Stonecoat Countertops, and like I said, finishing up with Carl doing some wood turning. And that's one way to slow down Wayne.
I don't know if everybody would have heard you over Drilly.
Yeah, I finished before that, mate.
Yes, that was me third good boy.
Right, so that's 120. I'll finish off with 240. There we go.
There we go.
Let a quick brush out. Put on some sand and sealer.
There is a couple of channels here I haven't looked so far.
That's really nice, mate. On the inside, nice colours.
Yeah, it's got a nice bit of grain pattern in here as well, which is really nice. So that was spray on cellulose sand and sealer. I'm just going to wipe the excess off. And did you see I didn't do my deliberate mistake there? I remembered to put the sand and sealer on.
Glenn says he remembered.
Radar the wood tunnels in.
And now I'm using... Yeah.
He's asking, I would like to do a bird's mouth crotch vase, he says.
A bird's mouth crotch vase.
If your hands that feel pity can be soft as your face, with light brown Yorkshire gritty.
Turn the speed down.
We need to get a screamo version of that.
What? See if we can get
scream.
Grimes to record a backing track for it.
Are we talking a heavy metal screamo version of it?
Yeah.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that, definitely. I think that could be cool. Brian at Heartwood Turning says he's delighted that he passed 300 subs at the weekend.
Nice.
That'll be all them lovely tractor videos you've been putting out, Brian.
Well done, Terry.
You can't beat it. Well done, Terry. Well done, Terry.
Devonshire Brian and Welsh Terry. That's what we've got going on now.
Yeah.
Brian spends so much time on his tracker, he should be from the West Country.
I can't read and I can't write, but I can drive a tractor.
Oh my. We need the guy that did the Sound of Silence. What?
Yeah.
What, disturbed.
What, Simon and Garfunkel?
Actually, Izzy Swan's got a good voice for that because he mimicked it. I'll get him to do it.
There we go. I think I'll finish that off with some microcrystalline wax.
That's enough links for the moment.
Maybe Psychonian.
So, folks, remember, if you like what Wayne's doing, please hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and give that notification bell a good ring. If you're really enjoying what Wayne's doing, Wayne gives up his time, his effort, and at no expense to us. He puts on these shows regularly for our benefit. Please, if you enjoy what he's doing, why not buy the man a wine by hitting the link pinned to the top of the chat.
When Dale put the message out tonight asking for people to, if they could do a live, since how Richard had been gone to hospital, I immediately said no. Because that's just me. One of the main reasons is that I'm halfway through changing things around, not changing things around in the workshop, but changing me tech and everything and putting different things in. And I haven't finished that yet, so I've only got 2 cameras on the go. The one you can see and the main one. Or the ugly face one, I should say.
The gorgeous,
Oh my God, that's
beautiful
light.
face of the... oh, that camera's gone lovely and clear.
Sure did.
Billy Woodwatch is in.
Out of curiosity, Wayne, should you really be
Chris.
W times 32 and not W times 128?
Well, I started off at W times 1. Right then, guys. Where's my mouse? Get rid of that. Bring up the YouTube chat so I can see what's going on. There we go. Right, there we are.
Very nice, mate.
Lovely.
It'll probably. I think it'll look better in the photographs. It's not showing up that well.
Looks really cool though. You can see it really well.
Apparently, Jennifer's just saying that Richard has dislocated and broken his ankle.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Ouch.
He's in a pretty bad way, the boy.
So lots of cracks in this. Obviously due to the burning, there's loads of cracks up around here. Some really big ones on this side. You can see them. Not overly concerned about them. It's part of what the bowl is.
Yep.
So there you go. So I hope everybody is going to be wishing Rich all the best. And
Drop a note out, folks. Let the man know.
And I hope he gets well soon, because he is only around about a third of the way through the build of the workshop. Daniel's asking if it's a branch inclusion. I don't think it is a branch inclusion. Maybe a small branch that didn't actually come to anything.
Gerard was asking, is spray-on better than from the bottle sanding sealer?
Ooh.
I prefer it because it's quick drying.
Yeah.
That's the main reason that I use it, because it's quick drying. Right, I'll bring the guys in. Put your clothes on, Shug.
Ken. Put away the mankini. Let's not see your weenie. I say, let's just examine this ensemble. It's entirely possible that you are the most naked
Harry
among us,
Page.
young Harry Page. Young Harry Page.
Right, who looks most like Jamie Page?
You know, I'm not trying to be funny here, Shug, but I reckon you're in with a shout. There's no, you're definitely in with a shout. This one's a bit suspect.
Right, guys, thanks very much for coming in. I know I put this out at short notice, but obviously because of Rich hadn't been practicing his high diving, I think maybe he should have practiced his high diving in his old workshop where there was more water. To tell you the truth.
So I mean, we need to examine what's happened. It's an absolute sin what's happened to young Richard. I mean, it genuinely is. We wish him a speedy recovery. However, what we do need to have him practice is throwing himself at the ground and at the last minute distracting himself enough to miss.
We just gotta wonder now. Did he film it?
I hope he did.
You can get £250 at least. Come on.
Yeah.
He got a couple of 100,000 views for the right kind of viral video.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right. Yeah. Steve Ellis is asking, did I remember the makeup brush? Yeah, I got two. I got two from Lidl's. £1.65, I think they were.
One for his foundation and the other for the blusher.
So yes, I got them. Right, I'm going to call it there, guys. I'm going to go in and celebrate my 3,500 milestone with a glass of wine. How unlike me.
Oh my. Okie dokie.
I'll have to find a nice piece of wood for tomorrow night now.
Boga. These are champagne
Right, guys.
problems.
Yeah, I know. Right, I'm going to leave it there, and I will see you all tomorrow night, hopefully. Bye for now.
See you later.